Hello friends, hope you are all fine and doing well. We are into the discussion of this book called What I Talk About When I Talk About Running by Haruki Murakami. We are into the discussion of chapter 9 of this book. The title of this chapter is At Least He Never Walked. Today we are going to complete this chapter and also conclude this book. This is the last and the final video on this book. Murakami further says that in order to improve on something, one has to make strong all the areas. The long practices, which look boring and monotonous, but that is in fact a shortcut. In his words, I quote, "This takes time, of course, but sometimes taking time is actually a shortcut." Unquote. This is such an important message. Many a times, we find doing exercises, visiting a doctor, doing regular studies, checkups, etc. boring and monotonous. But in long run, those things which we ignore now may pop up and create a major problems in our life. And then to solve them will be difficult. It will take lot of our time, efforts and resources. So what looks like long and lengthy process now is actually a shortcut in the long run. If we pay attention to things now, then in future our time, effort and energy will be saved. Next, Murakami is saying that with the help of these practices and assistance from his coach, he was able to overcome his past emotional traumas and was able to conquer his fear. As we saw in the first video of this chapter 9, that in the first triathlon, he was being kicked by an opponent while swimming. So this was haunting him, and due to this, he was not being able to swim successfully. But now, he has become strong and has left his past baggage to move ahead. So in doing these practices, he was also making himself strong to break this negative pattern, which was connected to his memory. In our life also, we too have a lot of past negative emotional baggage, which doesn't allow us to move forward in life and gets triggered from time to time. Murakami is explaining that it's necessary to overcome and conquer our fears and our past emotional negative traumas to move ahead in life. Murakami ends this chapter by saying that the time he takes to finish a race, the rank he attains, his outward appearances, are not important for him. What is really important for him is the goal that he has set for himself. And someday, if he has a gravestone and if he is able to pick out what's carved on it, then he would like to write on it these sentences. Haruki Murakami, date 1949 to 20 writer and runner, at least he never walked. In the last and the final concluding chapter, Murakami says that the bulk of the writings collected here are composed between 2005 and 2006. And even after finishing this book, he took part in several races. He also mentions that the title of this book is taken from the title of a short story collection by a writer, Raymond Carver. That is, What I Talk About When I Talk About Love. This book is an amazing book, and the major takeaway from this book is that it's not only a book on running, but there are lots and lots of layers. It's a book on his way of life. It's his memoir, his philosophy of life, his mantras of life. Murakami, with the help of this book, is explaining so many messages that we should not stop till our last breath. At least he never walked. 18 till I die. Murakami is explaining that one should be highly ambitious in life. Celebrate life. Celebrate success. No matter big or small. Compete with your own self, not with others. Learn from every failure. Each one has potential to do a lot more than one thinks. Embrace obstacles. Follow your instincts. Know your priorities. Fall in love with the journey, the process. Set your pace. Know your rhythm. Conquer your fear. And if you are young and talented, it's like you have wings. Use your time effectively. Reflect, learn, and grow in life. So, here we complete this book summary. I thank my viewers for all your continuous support and encouragement. I have enjoyed reading this book and working on its summaries. This book has lot of insights, and one must read this book to have their own interpretations and to understand the beauty of this book. I would also like to express my deep gratitude to Mr. Kabir Kapoor, the Dean and the founder of the Cinema Satsang Film School, for introducing this book to me and for his encouragement, insights, and for his support, which has helped me to complete and work on this book summary. These summaries are just an humble attempt to encourage viewers to read this book. So this book, what I talk about when I talk about running, is highly recommended, especially for all Haruki Murakami lovers. Thank you.